Hey everybody, so today just wanted to talk about how you can connect LabVIEW to things like your keyboard or mouse, and this also works with joysticks. So you can do things like track mouse position, track clicks, track individual key presses. There's kind of a cool little API. So if you open your functions palettes and go to connectivity, there's this input device control. This is where we're going to get all of these functions from. So you can see there's initialize joystick, initialize keyboard, and initialize mouse. So depending on what we want to connect to, we can. I also wanted to show there is this query input devices, which is just going to return info about every device that's connected right now. So this is kind of standalone. You don't need to use this. Just wanted to show you, kind of what that can look like. So I can run this. I get info about my keyboard. So there's 128 buttons. And I also get info about my mouse. So there is that. So now let's look at the keyboard. So all I need to do is use this initialize keyboard. You can see there's no inputs. All I need to do is drop this and it's going to connect to my active keyboard. And then there is this acquire input data function and this close input device function. So basically I just need to drop those three. Let's drop a while loop there and let's connect some references. Sweet. And so out of this, you can see it's just passing out a keys pressed. So I can, every time this iterates, it's going to read basically what keys have been pressed. And let's set this to just iterate every 100 milliseconds. So yeah, let's look at what this looks like. So you can see it's an array of all of these keys. So let's run it. And I can, hit T, I, type lots of letters. And you can see, and it also handles, special characters, tab, stuff like that. So really kind of cool, really easy way to just see, hey, what's going on with, your keyboard. So let's switch this over now and let's initialize the mouse and show you what that looks like. So our keys pressed is no longer needed. As you can see, this function, this acquire input data function, is polymorphic. So because I connected in a different reference to a mouse, it actually changed what data gets output here. So we have this axis info and we have this button info. So let's connect both of those, and now let's run this and see what it looks like. So you can see here the horizontal and vertical is tracking the position of my mouse. So top left being 0, 0, all the way down, to the other end, and anywhere on the screen. So I can see the actual position of my mouse. Also, as I click, you can see those buttons light up. And there's going to be different amounts of buttons based off of different mouses. So, left click being button 1, right click being button 2. If you have like a scroll wheel in the middle, and you push that down, that would be button 3. You could have a side button, on your mouse, etc. So this just tracks those different button pushes and the position. So that's pretty much it. There is also this initialize joystick. So if you have a joystick connected to your PC, that's another cool thing you can do. I don't have one with me right now to demonstrate that, but I can show you what that looks like. So yeah, we get that same axis info. We get button info on the joystick, and we get direction info. So yeah, we can see basically information about all three axes. We can see any amount of buttons that are connected to it, and we also get direction info. So I don't have a joystick to demo this, but just wanted to show how easy it is to collect that kind of information from either a mouse or a keyboard or a joystick in LabVIEW just using these input device control functions. Also, and I'll do a separate video on this, you can collect a lot of the same info using event structures in LabVIEW. So you can tie events to certain key presses or to mouse events. And you can do similar stuff that's event-based instead of like pulling data from these devices. Sometimes you want to be able to pull it though, and sometimes you just want an event to trigger on like a key press or a click or something. So I'll show you these in a later video. For now, that is the input device control palette. Thank you for tuning in.
Canon Controls is your gateway to mastering LabVIEW. Dive into programming for data acquisition, industrial communications, and manufacturing automation. Explore how to enhance your projects with cybersecurity best practices. Join the journey to elevate your skills and secure your systems with every episode.